A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares Hour with, from Simon & Simon, Tim Reed. From Gimme a Break, Kari Michelson. Fannie Flagg. Marilyn Michaels. Bruce Bond. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman.
Hello, guys. Got a bum arm. Hello there. Yahoo! Heck up. Thank you. Here we go.
All right, we've got a lively bunch up there. Are you all lively here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Really?
We're live.
Good time.
Ready.
Lively bunch? Do you
Yeah.
feel lively?
I feel very lively,
Oh,
too.
good, good.
What's been happening lately in your life?
Well, I went to New York last week, had dinner in a neighborhood restaurant. Gee, there's a wonderful neighborhood restaurant. The owner looks like a young Robert Redford.
Can I talk about a hot dog stand in Thousand
No,
Oaks?
I'm sorry, that's impossible. Now we're ready to greet our two players over here, Diana Smith and Anita Gittleson. Applause, please. Thank you. Hello there.
Hi.
Diana,
Yes.
let's hear about you.
I've been married for 7 years, and
Really?
I have two beautiful little boys, Matthew 4.5 and David 2.
That's it.
And that's I take care of my boys all day long. That's
Well, that's
it's
wonderful.
busy.
You're a wonderful mother. Hello, Anita.
Hello.
What do you want to tell us?
I'm a director of development at Long Beach Civic Light Opera, and I have 4 lovely children, Robert, his lovely wife Patty, Beverly, and Jerry. And I like to travel and write.
What sort of opera company is that down there?
It's a Civic Light Opera. We do 4 shows a year.
And
4
what are you-
musical comedies.
Where are they presented?
And operettas.
You mean like the Student Prince and all that?
Exactly. We're doing Song of Norway next season, as a matter of fact.
Really?
It's at the Long Beach Convention Center, the Terrace Theater.
Put me on your mailing list.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's start the match game here. We'll play 3 rounds, and the winner will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares. Chance to win up to $30,000. Diana won the toss. She'll go first.
B, please.
All right. This is it. The movie mogul said. You know what a movie mogul is?
Yes.
Sure.
He said, I never should have filmed my new version of Dracula at Don's Deli. The prop man forgot to bring a wooden stake, so he had to kill Dracula by driving a blank through his heart. Remember how they killed Dracula? They drove a wooden stake in his heart?
Yes.
All right. Well, the
You do
prop
a
man
plug-
forgot to bring the wooden stake, so we had to kill him by driving a blank through his heart. You understand? Splendid.
It's a delicatessen question.
Don's Deli. Oh, yeah,
Deli. Favorites.
That's really quite operative here in this question that you must remember it's Don's Deli.
So good. Couldn't resist it.
You know, I bought one of those Roach motels.
A Roach Motel?
They don't work. They come in, they make love, they leave, they take those little ashtrays.
Ready, Marilyn? Are you ready?
I waited,
Okay,
yes.
Diana. Movie mogul said I never should have filmed my new version of Dracula at Don's Deli. The prop man forgot to bring a wooden stake, so he had to kill Dracula by driving a blank through his heart.
Salami.
Salami is very good, Diana. Aha. Who among you did not say salami?
I don't know. I think I'm going to kill my rep here because I'm starting to match again. There we
yeah.
go, salami.
What got in the brute? By driving a...
See, if you had said rib joint, I'd have been all right. But I said pickle. You know.
Pickle is a good one. Pickle is a good one.
That's good.
Anything elongated is all right.
All right, watch the
Toothpick,
mob.
pickle, salami, bologna, all that. Kari?
I want to hear some nice cheering.
All right. right, John.
Salami.
3 for Diana. Marilyn?
If I was Edith Bunker, I'd say Archie would drive a salami through his head. Oh, yeah.
Okay. The
See?
dingbat has spoken.
Tim and I are from the same part of the country. We don't have pickle.
Pickle. Aha. All right. Well, Diana, you did very well with your first round question. 4 is quite unusual. Let's see what we have for Anita here. Rocco said, our boys' club was so tough. We didn't have a moose's head on the wall. Instead, we had a blank. You know the way they have stuffed mounted heads on walls of clubs? Well, this tough club, we didn't have a moose's head on the wall. Instead, we had a... Ready, Kari? Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Anita. Rocco said our boys' club was so tough, we didn't have a moose's head on the wall. Instead, we had a blank.
Rhinoceros head.
Don't give up the light opera company business.
Wasn't Rhinoceros Head written by Eugene O'Neill Head?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
All right.
This was a tough club. This was so tough it even made The Godfather look weak. So I went with a cop's head.
Cop's head, of course. A policeman's head. That would be tough, wouldn't it, Tim?
Oh, this is a tough crowd. I had policemen.
Right, there it is. Got 2 of those so far. Kari?
I'm even tougher than that. I said Hell's Angels head.
The Hell's Angels head. That would be difficult. All right, John?
Yes, it was Eugenie Ionesco, but it was very funny. And I said policeman's head.
All right.
I keep getting my Eugenes mixed
I
up.
know.
Boy, Marilyn.
Hi, I was thinking in more of the MGM, you know, Hollywood Lion's Head.
Lion's head is
Yes.
good. Fanny?
Yeah.
This is your second choice, I take it.
Yes.
Really?
I'm almost afraid. Well, they're really mean. A nun's head.
A nun's head.
Whoa, that's a tough crowd.
What was your first choice? The one that you said you didn't write down?
Well, I thought since it was Rocky, I thought it would be a horse's head.
From the same,
Godfather.
the symbol in The Godfather, the novel and the movie. All right. So Diana has 4. Anita, you still have to score, but perhaps you will in the second round, which will come along right after this.
Ready to play?
1, 8, 2.
Say it again. 1,
8,
2. 1,
8, 2.
1, 8, 2.
Here's that wonderful contest. Some lucky person out there in television land can win $5,000 and a chance to appear on an NBC soap opera, as maybe even as an actor or an actress or a piece of scenery or whatever. You're going to have a good time. Now, we've made the selections at random from your postcards, and our home contestant is Mrs. Beverly Ford from Dubuque, Iowa. Let's find out if Mrs. Ford is there. Hello, Beverly.
Yes, Gene.
How are you?
I'm just fine, thank you.
Splendid. Now, just because your name was drawn and for no other reason, you're so lucky, we're going to send you $500. That's yours, irrevocably, for sure. Got that? Now, one of our production assistants has already told you the names of all of the stars on today's show. And we're going to ask you to choose one of them now for the head-to-head telephone match. Whom do you choose?
Tim Reed.
Tim. Ready, Tim?
Good
All
choice,
right.
good choice.
Now, Tim will write his answer.
Count your
and
money.
then I'll get a verbal response for you, so don't give me your answer until I call for it, okay? All right, here it is. Wait a minute, I have to look at the card. Excuse me, I banged the phone with the microphone. Are you still there? Okay, hold on, I gotta look at the card. The card says Lawn Blank. That's L-A-W-N blank. Lawn Blank. Yes, don't say it yet. Think about it. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. In the slot when you're ready,
in the
Tim?
slot.
Tim is ready. You collect the $5,000 and an appearance on an NBC soap opera if you match him. What do you say?
Lawn mower.
Lawn mower. The audience thinks you're right. They're cheering and hollering and screaming. Let's find out if you're right. Tim, she says lawn mower will match her for the money. What do you say?
Where's she from?
From Dubuque, Iowa.
They got lawns there, and they've got lawn mowers there.
Hey! You're a winner! You're a winner! How do you feel about that? Hold it. Wait a minute. I couldn't hear you. The audience was so excited for you, and we're all so happy for you. I couldn't hear what your reaction was. How do you feel about winning $5,000 and a chance to appear on an NBC soap opera?
Super.
Super duper.
Yes.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you on the tube on NBC television. Thank you very much for playing Match Game Hollywood Squares telephone match. Bye.
Bye.
There she goes. Bye. Thank you. Now, let's carry on, shall we? We're going to go to round 2 over here. And since you're ahead, Diana, you have to go first. B?
Please.
All right. This is it. As the frontier doctor bandaged the cowboy's lip, he said, "Boy, I don't care how lonely you get, you were crazy to kiss a blank." Cowboy. Cowboy out there in the lone prairie.
You know, Gene,
What?
I believe it was Galileo or Bob who proved by climbing to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa that you could drop objects of varying weights off the top and they would fall at the same velocity.
Right.
And I figured what better place than right here at Hollywood Squares to test that theory.
Yeah, because you're up there.
I brought 2 regular house pillows,
Yeah.
a checked one and a beautiful embroidered unicorn pillow. I thought what I would do is I would drop them both at the same time and see whether they both fall at the same velocity.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Here we go. I'm going to drop them down there.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, Galileo
Einstein
can't win them all,
said-
can he?
I believe it was Einstein who said.
No, Einstein. What did Einstein say? All right, everybody ready? You got one. You got one.
Yeah.
You ready here?
Yeah.
All right, let's find out.
I
Here.
don't play then.
Can
Do
I get my
play?
balloon back?
What?
We all-
Diana, as the frontier doctor bandaged the cowboy's lip, he said, "Boy, I don't care how lonely you get, you were crazy to kiss a blank."
Coyote?
Coyote?
Yeah.
Coyote? Maybe?
Not
One.
bad, not
Not
bad.
horrible.
One never knows. Tim, what do you say?
Well, it starts with a C, but it's cactus.
Cactus. Yeah. All right, who else plays? Fanny.
I said bull.
A bull.
Yeah.
Right. Anita, you got a chance to catch up here because she remained at 4, which is not bad. At the ski resort, Wally the wise guy said to Fat Frida, "Lady, You don't need a ski lift, you need a blank. They're at the ski resort. All right, John. All right, John. Anita. At the ski resort, Wally the wise guy said to Fat Frida, he says, "Lady, you don't need a ski lift, you need a blank."
Tow truck.
A tow truck? Tow truck might work. I don't know. Let's find out. What did you say?
Well, I thought I was going to be on the minority on this one, but I went with tow lift.
A tow lift.
Well, tow.
No, a tow lift, I guess, is
It's
definitely.
a tow. I put
no.
lift in there just
No.
because it was superfluous.
No, that's not a bad. Truck is a truck. Tim?
I wanted to say face, but I didn't.
Facelift.
So I said crane.
Crane is good. Crane or derrick or any of those things. Kari?
Okay, I think she needs a helicopter or a plane to get her up
A
there.
helicopter. All right. Anita is looking for a tow truck, an unlikely possibility, but I will canvass you anyway.
Well, yes, because there were two ways to interpret this question, and one of them was a ski lift, a facelift kind of thing, but it wouldn't be your face, so I said a tummy tuck. See?
Right. That's good.
Now, you know, I should have said a tummy tuck, because that's what my husband does for a living. He's a surgeon who does a gastric bypass operation on obese people. But I didn't say that. I said a wheelchair instead. I should have said what you said, John, really.
Neither one would match.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I got this.
We both got booed anyway.
All right, Fanny?
I hate to be booed, however. I said whole body lift.
A whole body lift. Yeah. So there's round 2, 4-0. Diana's still ahead. Round 3, the last round, right after this.
Buzzer recommends updating your password every 30 minutes. Password, Password Plus, Super Password. Weekdays starting at 2. Only on Buzzer.
Here we go with the third and final round. Diana, you're ahead. Go first.
Be again, please.
All right. Same two people play, Fanny and Tim. Here it is. Sherlock Holmes says, elementary, my dear Watson, elementary. The murderer was a plumber. You see, the victim was blanked to death. The murderer was a plumber. All right.
It's missing a letter.
Give me a clue what it is. You can't.
It's all right. I'll help
Wait a
you with.
minute.
I'll help you with the spelling. Here. That's it. You got it. Okay. All right. Diana. Sherlock Holmes says elementary, my dear Watson. The murder was a plumber. You see, the victim was blanked to death.
Plunged to death?
Plunged to death. All right. What do you say, Tim? Plumber's talk here.
I went to college, too.
Yeah.
The
For
best I
this.
could come up with was drained.
Drained. Yes. You went back to the old spelling. Oh, no, it
No,
didn't.
I got it right.
You got it right.
Yes, I started out with pluned and quickly switched to plunged.
When she found out the correct spelling. Well, there's one more for her. Now, Anita, this is your last gasp. You ready for it?
Try my best.
Yes. Would you like to do a little aria from Carmen?
I'd love to if I could.
Public domain. No one.
Gas scratch fever?
Ready? Dumb Dennis is the world's dumbest practical joker. Stay out of show business. He's so dumb, once he tried to short sheet a bed of blank. That's how dumb he is.
A bed of.
He's so dumb. You know what short sheeting is?
What short? I don't even know what that is.
Well,
Wait.
when you're in the Army. Remember when you were in the Army?
Oh, sure.
And you were in the barracks with all those guys, and you went to bed late one night, you got home late,
Yeah.
and you tried to get in the bed, and someone remade your bed so the sheets only came up halfway, and you couldn't put your feet anyplace. That's short sheeting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shall I
But
explain
I'm
it?
doing a great Judy Holliday.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness for Fanny and the bottom tier. All right, Anita.
I'm telling you.
Dumb Dennis is the world's dumbest practical joker. Once he tried to short sheet a bed of blank.
Lettuce.
A bed of lettuce. All right.
I couldn't get that. Oh, never mind.
That's good. There are others. There are two other good possibilities that I can think of. What do you say?
Well, I hope I've got one of them. Roses.
A bed of roses is one. Now, let's see. You got to match everybody else to stay in the game.
You know, I did say let's cross it out and said roses.
Roses. All right, so that means Diana wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Roses, roses, roses. All right, come on down, Diana. Anita, we thank you for being with us. We're going to send some gifts your way from the match game. Anita Gittleson, ladies and gentlemen. There she goes. Hey, champ, how do you feel?
Nervous.
No, don't be nervous. Take a deep breath. Now, listen, we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares, and here comes the rest of our set. The stars will be out in a moment, and John and I will trade plays. We've got a lot of more excitement coming up. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Gibson's portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action, hygiene cycle, forced air drying, and an energy saver switch furnished by Gibson. It's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares Hour Wit from Cut Factory Teresa Denzel. From Aftermash, William Christopher. Robert Donner. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
All right, we're going to be right back in just a minute to play Hollywood Squares. Be there.
Watch great athletes sprint for super passwords.
Throw.
Javelin.
That's it?
Wrestle with surveys.
Name the most famous athlete of all time.
And swim with the Sharks.
We have 10 senior Olympic athletes.
As they team up with great games.
Survey set.
And go for the win.
That's a big thrill to hold it in my hand.
Yeah!
Name something that should be done slowly. Not this slowly, however.
Buzzers Fun Run, July 17th. Let's play.
And now, John Bauman at the Hollywood Square.
Yes, well, you have reason to be excited. You did very, very well, Diana Smith. And you got 4 on the first round, and then you took the plunge with Fanny on the last round. You pitched a shutout in the match game, and you're moving swiftly onward to Hollywood Squares. Good for you. We have 3 brand new celebrities with us. Teresa Ganzel, Robert Donner, and William Christopher. And today I think is my day to talk to you, Teresa, because you are on a relatively brand new NBC program called The Duck Factory.
That's right.
Now, for those who may not have seen it, just tell us what you do on the show.
Well, it all takes place at a cartoon studio, and you know, like the Mouse Factory is about Mickey Mouse. This is the Duck Factory because our cartoon character that we make is Dippy Duck. And I do not do the voice for Dippy Duck.
You do the voice of Teresa Ganzel, and you do it quite amazingly, I must say.
I play the owner of the studio and the receptionist.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, it really is good to have you here. You have been personable and bubbly and terrific all week, and you make me want to tune into the show. You really, really do. Let's you and I zip over here, Diana, and play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. And before we begin today's contest, we will reacquaint ourselves with our defending champ. Her name is Claudia Subcu. Her total in 2 eventful days of Hollywood Squares play, $39,450. Now, the time has truly come, Claudia, to discuss the psychic elements in your Hollywood Squares play. Has this ever happened to you before?
No.
Okay, for those of you who didn't watch the last 2 shows, Claudia, someone else did this a long time ago, right when the show's beginning. Claudia picked the 30 twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do? Is it sheer? You don't want to give up the secret?
You know, just go with what I feel.
Go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go with the flow.
Well, it's quite amazing. The first day she won 30. The second day she won somewhat less, but still won the super match and is very, very happy. She's going to play Hollywood Squares at least one more time until she hears the Time's Up bell. We will probably all hear it, and whoever is ahead at that point goes on to play super match, which can be worth up to $30,000. First game's worth $100 plus $25 for every square. And Claudia, you're the champ, so you get to pick a star.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed from Simon & Simon. Yeah. You have a dogfish. Can he be taught to roll over? Or are you wasting your time?
Well, keeping him in the pool is a hard thing to do, too. No, you can't teach him to roll over.
You can't teach a dogfish to roll over?
No way.
What do you say for the first square, Claudia?
I agree.
You can teach a dogfish to roll over, so you should have disagreed with Tim, and your opponent gets the first square. You can teach a dogfish to roll over. Try it at home.
Now, can you tell us what a dogfish is?
Beats me.
Okay.
You have to train
know we're together here.
You have to train it with those little bonefish, though.
This does continue your pattern, though, of starting off slow. Diana Smith, your move, pick a star for an O.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn. Here we go.
But you can't teach him to go on the paper.
Gene, do most anteaters have teeth? Or do they gum their ants like Gabby Hayes?
They don't have teeth. They reach in there. Their tongue is about this long. Really.
How long is it?
It's about that long. And they stick that tongue into the ant hole and they just slurp them right up, and they don't chew them at all. They go right down.
That's disgusting.
So no teeth.
They're crawling around in there. Oh, it's an awful sight.
He says anteaters have no teeth. Agree or disagree, Diana?
I agree.
Anteaters lack teeth. You were right to agree, and you get another square. I didn't know that Gabby Hayes gummed his ants, however. You learn something every day.
Which made his
Claudia?
uncles very perturbed.
You are playing X. Pick a star.
William to block.
Okay. You missed this one. The first game goes in a clean sweep to Diana. William Christopher, what serious breach of etiquette did President Reagan commit on his recent trip to China? Did he call Premier Deng Xiaoping my good friend, or did he tip a Chinese shopkeeper?
Well, after my long friendship with our Chinese brothers and being an expert in the Orient, I can say that had he called Mr. Xiaoping his good friend, I think that would have been a serious breach of etiquette, and I'm afraid the president did err in that direction.
He said he called Premier Deng Xiaoping my good friend. What do you say, Claudia, to block?
I agree.
President Reagan tipped a Chinese shopkeeper. No, you should have disagreed with William, who was not an expert at all, and your opponent got that square and won the first game. We will be back to find out what happens in our $200 game after these messages. See you then.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
175 for the challenger. Nothing so far for you, Claudia, but as I said before, this has been your pattern of starting slow and charging from behind. You do get to start this game. Pick a star.
Tim, please.
Okay, let's see if this works. According to the Better Vision Institute, can reading a book in dim light really harm your eyes? Or have mothers been lying to us all these years?
Let me see that. Let's see. Dim light. Yeah, I'm still a little steamed about dogfish, but I'll go on. Teach a dogfish. It'll harm your eyes, reading in dim light. Also in total darkness.
He says reading in dim light will, in fact, harm your eyes. What do you say, Claudia?
I agree.
Reading in dim light won't harm your eyes. No, you should have disagreed with Tim.
I'm playing this game under protest. My mother doesn't lie.
Reading in dim light will not harm your eyes, but it can give you a headache. Diana, your move for another O.
Jean, please.
Jean Rayburn. Let's see what happens. According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, if you mix this in water, you will have a fine silver polish. Is it cigarette ashes or popcorn?
Cigarette ashes. Easy.
What do you say, Diana?
I agree.
Cigarette ashes it is. You're right to agree, and you get the square. Yeah. I'm glad they have some use. Claudia, what is happening? Make your move.
William to block.
This comes as no tremendous surprise to me at this point.
Let's hope you know more about this than you did about China. In 1983, Bill, Dr. Robert Levine managed to do something that only 2 men in history have done before him. Did he perform a successful brain transplant, or did he marry Mary Tyler Moore?
It would be lovely to think that the brain could be transplanted, but I think that's far beyond our capabilities. I think he managed a wedding.
He says Dr. Robert Levine married Mary Tyler Moore. What do you say to block, Claudia?
I'll agree.
Dr. Robert Levine married Mary Tyler Moore. Yes. It was a fairly well-publicized event. You're right to agree, and you get the square, and you do block, and you're on the board. Okay, she's broken through Diana, and at a pivotal time, but it is your move for an O.
Fanny, please.
Fanny Flagg. You're asleep when a vampire bat flies into your room. When he bites your neck, will the pain wake you up? Or is he so gentle that you won't feel a thing?
Well, this is very esoteric, isn't it? Well, you're talking about the legend of the vampire, aren't you?
We're talking about the yes, the legend.
Yeah,
The actual bat.
the bat,
We're talking about the actual real bat.
the real bat. Well, because, you know, different vampires have different techniques. I believe that it's very painful to have been bitten by a bat. I will say it will wake you up.
So the pain will wake you up. Agree or disagree, Diana?
I agree.
If a vampire bat flies into your room when he bites your neck, you won't feel a thing. No, you should have disagreed with Fanny. You will sleep through the whole movie, apparently. We will be right back to complete the $200 game after these messages. Please return with us. Understand? $225 for the challenger and $50 for the champ, but we just have had kind of a pivotal question. The vampire flew in and kind of bit Diana, and it's Claudia's move.
Kari to block. Or to win.
To win.
To win.
Concentrate now. Kari Michelson.
Yes.
Who blushes more, a teenage girl or her grandmother?
I think grandmothers have done their share of blushing. I'll say a teenage girl.
Okay, she says a teenage girl blushes more than a grandmother. What do you say, Claudia, for the game?
I agree.
A teenage girl blushes more. You're right to agree. You get the square, and you win the second game. What that really means in the world of Hollywood Squares is that she has followed her pattern once again. $275 she has charged from behind, but it's very, very, very close. $225 for Diana Smith. Sweep the X's and O's off of the board. $300 game. Let's keep it moving with you, Diana. Pick a star.
Tim, please.
All right. You're a male spider trying to attract a mate. Will you offer her a dead fly? Or will you vibrate the strands of your web?
That sounds hip. I like that. Vibrate what now? I may do that as a man. Come on. What is that? I like that. That's nice.
Tim says that male spider will vibrate the strands of his web.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say, Diana?
I agree.
He will vibrate the strands of his web. Yes. You're right to agree, and you get the first square in this game. So only $25 difference, as close as it can get and not be a tie. Claudia, your move.
Fanny, please.
Fanny Flagg. Do penguins have feathers, or are they smooth?
I don't care what anybody says. If a vampire bit me, I would wake up. However, penguins are smooth.
Says penguins are smooth. Agree or disagree, Claudia?
I agree.
Penguins have feathers. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. So the pendulum has kind of swung back to you, Diana. See if you can make it swing the whole way. Pick a star.
Teresa to win, please.
Okay. This would give you the lead once again. Teresa Ganzel, statistically speaking, who is more likely to remarry? Johnny Carson or Joanna Carson?
I would say Johnny Carson.
Okay. Okay, now what this means really is a man versus a woman. A divorced man versus a divorced woman is the issue here.
Okay, then
Do you stick with that answer?
Then I'll say Joanna Carson. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would say, okay, the thing would be, it would be, definitely, it would be a woman would more likely remarry.
Okay, so she changed her tune. She says a divorced woman is more likely to remarry than a divorced man.
I disagree.
What do you say, Diana, for the game?
I disagree.
It's quite a courageous thing to do at this stage. And in fact, the man is more likely to remarry, and you're right to disagree. You get the square, and you win the game. Good for you. That is good playing. It always takes a little extra to disagree. You have $600, $275 for Claudia, but quick mathematics shows us $400 game coming up. Sweep the O's off of the board, and you can still catch up if you're real efficient. Pick a star, Claudia.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed.
Yes.
Where does an eider duck pluck the feathers for her nest?
Could you try that in English now?
Yes. Where does an eider duck pluck the feathers for her nest?
What kind of duck?
An eider duck.
Oh, yes, an eider duck.
You know what
Silly me.
Sure.
Where does she pluck the feathers?
Yeah, here are two choices. From her own breast or from her husband's.
Husband's breast? Oh. I would say from her husband's breast.
Says she plucks the feathers from her husband's breast. What do you say, Claudia?
I'll agree.
She plucks her own breast, and you should have disagreed. So your opponent gets the first square in that game. Diana Smith, pick a star for an O.
Fanny, please.
Fanny once again. During his term in office, President Andrew Johnson kept something unusual on the lawn of the White House. Was it a herd of Jersey cows or a tent for his in-laws?
Same thing.
Or a herd of in-laws, right?
What year was this?
Give me an answer here. He was the president right after Lincoln.
Do the joke about the bats.
I want to get this right. I think he went in rather fast, so I think he kept a tent for his relatives.
She says Andrew Johnson kept a tent for his in-laws on the lawn of the White House. What do you say, Diana?
I disagree.
He kept a herd of Jersey cows on the lawn of the White House, probably to keep it short. Good for you. You are proving to be quite a good player. She's got a mess of O's up there. Claudia, pick a star.
Teresa to block.
Okay, Teresa Ganzel. Does your cat have to be a sexually active cat to enjoy catnip? Or do neutered cats get turned on too?
I think neutered cats cease having any sexual fun. So I think it's yeah. That's.
I love the way she talks.
Say the question one more time, and I'll give you the correct answer.
Does your cat have to be sexually active to enjoy catnip, or if he's neutered, can he enjoy catnip as well?
Neutered cats can't enjoy it.
Okay, she says neutered cats cannot. Agree or disagree, Claudia, for a critical block?
I'll agree.
Neutered cats get turned on too. And you should have disagreed. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins yet another game. And the bell means that time is up. She has indeed done it. Diana Smith, $1,075 new champ. Good for you. Zip your way right over there. Join Gene. Get set for your shot at the big money. And you had 2 days on here that were truly, in every sense of the word, your day. Today wasn't. No. You were a great champ. Only the second person in the history of our show to pick the 30 2 days in a row. Her total leaving here, $39,725, accumulated in only 3 days of play for Claudia Subcu. Okay, Gene, take it away.
We have the new champ, and we'll be back with her and the stars for a go at the big money right after this.
1, 8, 2.
Say it again.
1, 8, 2. 1,
8,
2.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Okay, Rich Jeffries, here we go. You ready? Yes. All right, Diana, this is the first trip up here for Diana. She knows that she could win up to $30,000 here. It's an exciting prospect here in the super match. We all wish her well, and let's see what happens. We polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank oats. Now, if you give the answer they gave most often, it's $1,000, $500 for the second, $250 for the third. Now, let's see what sort of assistance you'll get from the stars here. One at a time, if you please.
John.
Quaker Oats.
There's one.
Fanny.
Gosh. Let's see. Quaker Oats. Wild Oats.
Wild Oats.
Yeah.
Right.
William.
Bill, what do you say? Have you got one?
I was kind of running downhill, but I'd say horse's oats.
Horse's oats?
No, honey, that's horses.
I told you it was downhill.
Chinese oats would have done.
All right, so you have horse's oats, wild oats, and Quaker Oats. You want one of those or one of your own?
Yes, Quaker Oats.
You want Quaker Oats?
I hope.
One bowl of Quaker Oats, hold the cream. Let's find out if Quaker Oats is up there. First, we'll reveal the $250 response. Wild Oats. All right, you got that one from Fanny. The $500 response says Hall and Oates.
That's not how you spell oats.
I know it. It's O-A-T-E-S, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the way he spells his name. But anyway, it's a singing group. And here's your last chance for Quaker Oats. Slide it, Steve.
Yeah!
Yeah! $1,000. 1,000 big ones for you. Now for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. After you've made your selection, we'll ask the star to reveal a hidden number. And you know what your predecessor did here. 2 days in a row, she picked the big one, the 3-0. And that's what you're looking for. Whom do you call on?
John.
You think John has a big number today, eh? He's had it a couple of times. Let's see if he's got it today. 20,000 is what you're playing for. 20,000 ain't bad. 20,000. Good luck to you. Ready, John?
Yes.
Here it is. Soap blank. That's S-O-A-P blank. Soap blank. John's ready, Diana. You collect the $20,000 simply by matching him. What do you put in that blank? Soap.
Opera.
Soap opera. Well, soap opera is what she says. We're surrounded by them here at NBC. Another world precedes us. John, she says soap opera will match you for the big dough.
You know, we people who hold down that bastion of television, the game show, have to defend our territory, you know, and these people who are always interested in soap opera, soap opera, soap opera, soap opera, made me say soap opera.
Diana, you did it. You got $22,075. Congratulations to you. We'll be back with our champ here and the stars right after this. came close to getting the 30. She got a 20, which is certainly better than taking a 10. But right now we will find out who has a 30. Ready, set, go. Teresa has a big number. You get anything?
You win 30 ducks. Yes.
Right.
And a factory.
See you tomorrow, stars. You were splendid. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bowen saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive Benra Citation Super Thin Quartz Watches. Yellow gold tone case with black dial and jewel crown, furnished by Benris Watch Company. This is Rich Jeffries speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.
Behind these numbers is a puzzle. Can you solve it? S plus toe plus N plus wall. Stone wall. Jacks plus on. Jacks on. Stonewall Jackson. If you can do that, you'll have a chance